Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that she chose to join me today as we go behind the curtain, where, I forget her name, but she said that she wasn't supposed to go back there.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer.
Plaisance calls out from the counter.
The back room is strictly for employees only.
I don't know what that is. Cage-like trinket. I think that's what is written over there. Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books?
She fiddles with her pendant.
Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
I'm gonna examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I am gonna pull the curtains open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do?
She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken.
My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No!
She raises her hand to try to stop you.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I'm gonna ignore the curtains for now. Let us talk to you. Hey.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Don't try to change the subject. Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
If it's just a storage room, then why are you so tense?
I'm not tense, I'm just...
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown, and then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store. Oh man, her line right there. She's one of the most... She's one of my favorite characters. Not as a character herself, but the story that she tells. It's really good. And this line over here is yeah, it's part of that story. But let's continue.
It's the curse of financial distress,
Her voice drops to a whisper.
of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you just tell me right away that it's a curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism.
She shivers.
It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? And I'm gonna point at her necklace.
Oh, this!
She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights.
No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
She nods.
It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
I am relatively good at that. It's also a white check, so that's good. I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
She peers at the curtains.
You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Never mind, I had other questions.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
I'm gonna convince her to let me investigate the doomed commercial area.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure?
She looks skeptical.
Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Oh, I don't doubt that you have. I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Simonese blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me.
Oh,
The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
I can assure you he is a police officer. Very knowledgeable.
If you promise, good officer, then
She shuffles nervously.
you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
And on my heart, on my honor.
Thank you, sir.
A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile.
There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity, and I'm gonna close my eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have?
She gasps.
The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
She shivers.
You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
That's another reason why you shouldn't trust our inland empire ever. Farewell for now, book peddler. We just made it. This is a lot better than my first playthrough. And also we got a little bit more, I think we got a little bit more conversation about why.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
About why she doesn't want us to go through. It's going to be a while until we solve this particular quest, because it is marked as a quest. But my idea here is to, I'm railroading, I know the game, so I can do things in a more optimized way, and I'm trying to optimize it so I can get the most amount of content. You will notice that I have not bought any books, and I do want to look through them. It's pretty fun. And then, so yeah, I will still need to come back here, but I want to do a few things before 2100 hours. In English, you always go for AM and PM, so it'd be 9 PM. There we go. I'm going to pull the curtains open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards. Your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A terrified escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Nope, that was right click. Don't worry. Okay, there's ghosts in here, Kim. Hang in there. We have wards in this door, most likely. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No sane person would ever put their head in such a machine, says our physical or our red checks. I don't know what it was. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Looks like Guillaume Le Millon, that hair poster. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to... If you can tell that it's an androgynous man rather than any other type of person.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
And we have we can break the door down, but we have the key. I'm gonna knock on the door though.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
I'm gonna unlock the door with a key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach.
I'm gonna touch the back of my neck. What is this feeling?
Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside like little wooden sticks ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web.
I think I know what this spider is. We don't know it right now, but I think I know what it is. It's foretelling for a thing to come. And it's pretty cool. I like that. And it's easy to miss. You only know it if you have played the game already, because I don't think you can remember this particular line when you eventually find what this is. Kim, maybe you should go first.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
The lieutenant motions towards the door. I'm gonna open the door and enter. Kim wants to talk.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's the netherworld, beyond the veil.
No, it's a gym.
He disagrees.
Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one has been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed.
That is true, yes.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Banal? You mean a systemic understanding of the material conditions behind whoever owned this gym and the potential clientele? No, we can't do that. That wouldn't be moralist. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Whoa, that doesn't make much sense. Because it'd be empty by now. Smells like leather and sweat. I think I found a bowl. Shot put ball. It's actually quite expensive. A ball used for playing shot put. A favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Yes, I suppose it would. Mostly because it deprives me of dialogue. The poster says Citius Fortis and the rest is worn off. I would rather not die today. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Well, we're gonna be here eventually. Kim is gonna talk though. Kim, excuse me. Let me mess with this.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Yeah, so basically that means that they will slide off, I think. I think that's what it means, the colors. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating. But it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to need physical instrument. I believe I can up it. It's also a white check, so it is a good thing to do it. Our physical instrument currently is at +1, so that is good news. Because that means that, let's see. Good. We have our shirt for a +2 on that. And I think I have another one. I think I have 2 physical instruments somewhere. Wasn't it my pants? No. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Yeah. These are endurance. That might be a good thing. What is my current thing? Hand-eye coordination and empathy. I kind of want that. Let's put it over there. And let's put this over here. No. Well, I guess I put it over there and then over here. Sounds about right. Okay. And now our physical instrument is a +2. This might work.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Then I'll lift the barbell.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
I'm a true champion.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Good technique.
The lieutenant nods in approval. That should be another morale increase. Thank you. Wow. There we go. That was a little bit, not necessarily underwhelming. But, wait. Oh, right. This is the one. This is the endurance. Is the Fritta is the one that gives me endurance? Yeah, I just didn't want to die. Because that thing can kill me. I would imagine anyway. Well, it can't because I have drugs. But apart from the drugs, I might die. And the time is passing pretty fast. Where are we going? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Exploring a building like this could be dangerous. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. I don't know what that means. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. There's a lot of stuffed animals in this game. Look at that, more. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. They are indeed blades. They are the rotor blades. Because of that's what they're called. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Oh. The soundtrack has got like a radio signal thing. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Okay, there's a desk all sideways. With a little bit of money. There's more money here. But where are the clothes it used to display? Oh, the moth ate them. Oh, there's the spider web. There it is. Okay, so it is actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. So it is easier to realize what the spider is supposed to be. I'm not going to explore that completely right now. Security curtains. That's what those are. The floorboards creak. We got ourselves a postcard La Delta 51. That's actually, that's recent. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. That's usually how postcards are. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Oh. And look at this. It's a chair. With like a cardboard box or something underneath. And it's all weird. And the game is making all these sounds. Yeah, we have an objective right now. Otherwise we would be exploring to our heart's content. And that would be okay. Is this Emma's atelier? Emma? Who the hell is Emma? I don't remember Emma. Didn't mean to double click. Yeah, but we're gonna look around while the time doesn't pass. But that's it. Because we have things to do. Steel rotor blades bearing a, quote, slipstream, unquote, logo. And, quote, production schedule, unquote, filament memory. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, quote, production schedule, unquote. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer, and it looks really cool. I wonder what it is, or what it is supposed to be like in real life. Skis with, quote, slipstream, unquote, printed on the laminated top layer. Oh, they probably were like a factory or something, or like a, maybe not a factory, but like a place where they sell equipment. So we're gonna learn about this later. We don't need to do it right now. It is fun, and it is good, and we'll do it. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Yes, that is what's gonna happen. But before, oh, freaking hell. But before we are gonna explore, there's a bear in here. Ooh. Oh, morale and money. Very nice. Oh. The wind howls and the coal choot above. Is that pronounced choot or shoot? I don't know. There's more coal over there. I believe that's a furnace. Again, we're not gonna mess with them, with anything. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. What is inaccessible? I don't know. Perhaps the wall itself is inaccessible because it collapsed. I suppose. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. I wonder if I want to mess with this.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
I'm gonna crack the door open.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim, it's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm gonna look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
I'm gonna take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Nice, I got fridge magnets. I'm gonna examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know.
Says the lieutenant.
What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red, snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door to make it not worse. And also, to end the episode, it is 9 p.m. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.